In the tempestuous heart of the North Sea, a group of university students embarked on an adventurous sailing trip aboard the Wanderer, despite the grave warnings of old Harold, a seasoned sailor with decades of experience. "Today's not the day," he had muttered, his eyes clouded with a mix of fear and wisdom. "The spirits are restless, especially the sea goddess Nehanenia. She'll have no mercy on the arrogant." The students, however, laughed off his warnings, buoyed by youth and the thrill of defying old sea legends. Nehanenia, venerated as the ancient protector of mariners and fishermen, was known for her dual nature, merciful to those who showed respect and terrifying to the arrogant. Her legends filled the local lore, speaking of her origins as a goddess who appeared from the sea mists to guide or claim lives, depending on the respect shown to her and her domain. As the Wanderer sliced through the grey waves, the sky above darkened ominously. Without warning, the air grew cold, and apples, hundreds of them, began to plummet from the overcast sky, thumping onto the deck and the students, leaving bruises and confusion in their wake. The apples, a symbol in local lore often associated with Nehanenia's blessings or warnings, now seemed a clear sign of her displeasure. The laughter ceased, replaced by an eerie silence, punctuated by the distant sound of a dog barking, though no dog was on board. It was then that she appeared, cloaked in the mists rising from the churning sea, a spectral figure, both regal and terrifying. Nehelenia stood at the bow of the ship, her gaze penetrating the souls of those before her. "You have trespassed into my domain on the unhallowed eve." Her voice echoed like the waves, "and for that, you must pay the tribute." The storm intensified as Nehelenia raised her arms, calling forth the sea's fury. Massive waves battered the Wanderer, tossing it like a toy in the hands of a wrathful deity. By dawn, the storm had mysteriously cleared, leaving behind an unsettling calm. The Coast Guard found the Wanderer adrift, with only one survivor, a student named Eric, found clutching the ship's wheel, his eyes wide with unspeakable terror. The others were nowhere to be found, swallowed by the sea. Eric, his mind shattered by the horrors he witnessed, was taken to a mental asylum. He spoke incoherently of apples falling like judgment, of a ghostly woman commanding the sea, and of friends swallowed by waves that rose like giants against the sky. His tales were dismissed as the ramblings of madness, yet those who listened could not shake the chill that ran down their spines, nor could they ignore the inexplicable fear of the sea that his words invoked. Years later, a curious young historian with a deep fascination for maritime myths, driven by a personal connection. Her great-grandfather was a fisherman who revered Nehanenia, decided to explore the legend further. She visited Eric in the asylum, and during moments of lucidity, he recounted a night when the sea calmed, and Nehelenia appeared before him not as a wrathful spirit, but as a mournful one. She whispered of her loneliness, her sorrow for the lives taken, and her yearning for respect, not fear. She released Eric with a plea to remember her not as a monster, but as a guardian of the seas. Moved by Eric's account, the historian penned a book redefining Nehelenia's image from that of an avenger to a protector. It sparked widespread interest and rekindled respect for the sea and its spirits among sailors. Old Harold, upon reading her work, nodded in approval, his eyes reflecting a lifetime of understanding the complex natures of the sea and its deities. Through this historian's efforts, Nehelenia's legend was not only preserved but transformed, creating a new chapter of respect and understanding between the sea and those who venture its vast mysterious waters. If you were captivated by whispers of the sea goddess, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more spellbinding stories. Join us again for our next journey into the unknown, where myths come to life and adventures await.